Now, on the other spectrum, Pistons and Cavs, yeah, the Pistons are the number one team in the East. However, they struggled with the 8th seed Orlando Magic. Had to go 7 games with them. Cavs went 7 games with the 5th seed Raptors, but that Raptor squad, man, I really thought they were going to pull it out. They came out really, really strong in Game 7. That was a better matchup. So I just feel like I'm going to pick the Cavs. Cade, now I'm not going to sleep on Cade. Wouldn't be surprised if they could tweak it out. So my guess for them, Cavs, Pistons, I'm going to say Cavs in 7. That one's going to go 7 games. And K just might pull it off. The only reason why I'm giving the Cavs that edge is because of their bigs. So yeah, I'm going to pick Cavs. I'm going to pick Cavs. Now, moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals. So with that being said, if I say 76ers and Cavs, again, I'm going to pick the Sixers because I feel like they have that clear path to the finals. And in this particular series, the only way the Cavs are going to have a puncher's chance, they'll have home court. That's going to be to their favor, but I don't think that's going to matter to the Sixers. I really, really don't. They're going to take care of business. But hey, all of this is depending on Embiid's health. Anybody else can go down. I think they'll be all right, but it's going to be Embiid's health. Embiid's going to have to stay healthy. The Cavs are going to have to make some adjustments in their lineups, and they got to stagger their bigs. Allen and Mobley are going to have to be staggered. Somebody's going to have to be on that court at all times when Embiid's out there. They're just not going to be able to depend on Thomas Bryant to contain and keep up with Embiid, as well as and actually it's two-headed, because I feel like even with that, Spider and Harden are gonna have to be staggered, because you don't want to have to depend on Schroeder either. Schroeder will shoot you out of the game. Just something that the Cavs, I think they're going to need to keep an eye on, because sometimes their shooting goes stagnant, and I feel like right now it looks like the Sixers got their squad together, clicking and rolling at just the right time. So overall, I do pick the Sixers to come out of the East, headed to the NBA Finals. Now, on the West side, my heart is there. I love LeBron. I'm not that I'm necessarily a Lakers fan, because I'm not. I only started watching the Lakers because LeBron went. I'm a LeBron fan. He's my number 2 greatest player of all time. But he's 41 years old, going against this squad of young folks. Yes, he just beat, you might say, well, he just beat the Rockets. They're a squad of young folks. They're not the defending champs level of young folks on a squad. So I'm going to have to, with this one, I'll say Thunder in 5. Lakers might squeak out 1 win, but I doubt it. How can they beat the Thunder? They would have to slow them down. Lee IQ would have to kick in, slow them down tremendously, have court games, no transitions. That's the only way they're going to beat them. The only way, if they slow them down. Don't be foul baited by Shea. He's a foul baiter. But I just don't see them consistently doing that, because this is the Thunder's DNA. They know how to get the matchups they want to get. They know how to get the transitions. It's gonna be too much. So, Thunder in 5, Spurs in 6, and then they'll meet up in the Western Conference Finals. Now, Thunder Spurs. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. This is going to be the finals matchup we want to see. But this right here, it's a shame that, they're in the same conference, because it would have been nice to see them go up against each other in the finals. 7 games. I'm going to say this is definitely going 7 games. And my pick. I'm picking the Spurs. I'm picking the Spurs. Because I don't want to see the Thunder win again. I just feel like the Thunder, I don't know. I don't want to see them win again. I just don't. Maybe I'm a hater. I have not jumped on the Thunder bandwagon at all. So I'm going to pick the Spurs. I think Wemby is going to take care of business. He's going to be, in my opinion, the best player on the court in that matchup. So I got to go with him. Think that those young guys on the Spurs, I think they're going to have Shea's number. and they're going to be able to contain him, and the rest of the squad going to have to step up and beat him if they win. I believe that they're very well coached, and I think that they're going to have an answer for Shea. Now, what I do wonder is J-Dub considered week to week with a grade 1 left hamstring strain. So by the time the finals start June 3rd, he might be back. Even him not being in that Lakers series, I think that they'll still be fine without him. But he gonna have to be back against the Spurs for sure. I just feel like Wemby's ready. I feel like he got a good core around him. Let's not forget what De'Aaron Fox brings. Vassell and Castle. I mean, those two are some straight dogs, with Dylan Harper coming off the bench. Fearless, young, strong. Anyway, that's all I got. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And as always, stay safe. On to the next one. Peace.